pleased to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Then into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better. Just throw the pick-6, and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Jones. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So this matchup, the second of 3 games in London this year. Vikings and Saints were here last week, and then the Broncos and Jags, they'll be at Wembley at the end of the month. Plus this year, remember, a 4th European game, our first one ever in Munich, Germany. And that'll be the Bucs and the Seahawks November 13th. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Garibay on to attempt the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Flush to his right. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This defense for the Packers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw again, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are back within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. Complete to Jones. Finding room at midfield. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. The Packers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Coming up on 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
CD, you know he's got great options of wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
He's got this complete to Robinson.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 58 yards. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants.
So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
26.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay.
And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try.
Garibay's kick is good.
And the lead now 11, 24-13. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He's got him in, complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And his pass incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
3rd and goal from the 6.
On 3rd, here's an option play right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Back to throw. Jones. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there.